Well, I pushed off having to get a new track probably about a year. And unfortunately, this guy's going to have to get a new track. So we're going to pull the track and replace it. So I haven't pulled the Gen 5 track. I've done it on Gen 4s a couple times with Tony. So I'm going to try to get as much of this prep so Tony can come in, help me throw it in, and then we can ride because we have a big trip coming up. So luckily the dealer I have here had a few of them in stock, which was amazing because this track here is more glue than track, I feel like. So we'll go ahead and throw it on, and we'll pull this one off and then throw that one on. Once I get it off, I'll kind of show you. So hopefully I have everything we need, but we'll get going. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the rear part of the skid. With the Gen 5, it's just this bolt and nut. So you take that out on either side and then it drops down. So what I have here is just the jack, taking the pressure off so I can slowly let it down. And then it's this bolt on either side, which it's that through shaft again, like on the Gen 4s. So I'll have to monkey with that a bit. Hopefully I'll be able to get it by myself. But I can show you a little bit what we do there. And after that, after the skid is dropped or out, then I'll take off the brake case and start working on getting the brake caliper and rotor off. All right, so Tony and I have used this trick for a long time. Take out one bolt and then you put this 13 millimeter wrench in, and then you can hold pressure on it while I take out this other side. And then with this bolt on, or with this on, I'm able to put pressure on the bolt so I can take it out as well. I loosened the track. I don't know if I said that earlier. I put a jack under there to take the pressure off of off this skid bolt. Anyway, so I'll do that. I'll try to set you up a little better so you can see. Okay, so all in all, I got going and just kind of went easier than I thought. So brake caliper and the axle are out. Let me kind of show you what I had to do. Okay, so there's that C-clip and those 4 bolts. The C-clip, is around this on the shaft here. Let me pull this up here. It's on this, it's here on this little, on the axle. So I took the bolts out first, and then the bolts go into here, but this is in there, right? So let me show you on here. The bolts are here, 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 and here. I took those out and the C-clip off. And then mine came off, I'm gonna say mine came off a little easier than a lot of people's will. I was able to push it back. I have this puller, where'd it go? Here, that you kind of fish in between. there's a clip on the back, this clip right here, and you have to, it has these two little tabs, one here and then one on the other side, and you have to move those down just a little bit. I just used a punch. So the hole that they come through is right there. I just moved it there and then popped it out. Once that happens, I was able to use a pry bar on the back side of here, pop it out a little bit. Then I put the puller through these, the holes in the rotor, locked it. It's turned now, but unlocked it on here. Sorry, locked it on here. My puller, I'm missing, there's probably a washer. I just used a piece of metal, tightened it, and it popped right off. So now, other than that board, this track is free. So I think look at the time. I'm going to pull this out and probably start on getting the next one in. And because this is the new one, that just came out, right? So I didn't have to mess with getting that, taking anything off on the other side. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna work on getting the new track back in. I'll set up the time lapse again. All right, I have this Rasmussen tunnel protector. It goes up in the front of the tunnel, and so if you throw a rock through it, it protects it. So while this is out, it's gonna be a lot easier to put it in. So you have to take out this rivet and that rivet, and then you bolt it in. You take out those 4 bolts and you bolt it in. You're supposed to do the top first and then push the bottom under. Tony's done it, and so I'm gonna do that. I also I got new Hyfax for this while it's out. There's, I don't know, some spots on it that aren't great. So I'm running out of time for tonight, so I'm just going to try to get this cover in and hopefully get the Hyfax on. So I'm going to set a timer here for 15 minutes because my kids are inside getting ready for dinner and stuff. So I'm going to try and knock this out real quick. All right, I got the cooler cover protector in, and then I got my Hyfax on. So it took me just a little over 15 minutes. Actually, oh shoot, I didn't tighten these. I better tighten those and then it'll be on. But yeah, not a bad, actually all this honestly isn't that bad if you have the right tools. So yeah, I'll be back out. It's late now. You can see the sun's down. I'll be back out hopefully tomorrow to put the track back in, and they'll all be in this video, so it'll be like TV magic, and you'll see that now. And this is kind of why I changed out my Hyfax. I don't know what caused that, but that's why I did it. I don't know if I rode on some kind of rock or got something in there, but yeah, that's why I decided to put new Hyfax on. All right, I came back out. It's still night. Kids are asleep, so I'm gonna try real hard to get this track back in. So I'm by myself, so I have this board going across. I don't know if you can see that. I need to get that in between the tracks. So I'm just gonna. Yeah, I need like a third hand or second body. So just gonna put it up on the hoist. slide that board through, or lift the track up, slide that board through. Hopefully that'll help me get it better, so I'll start the time lapse now. All right, so I probably should have shown you this before, but I got so you put the 4 bolts back in. I did take out the brake pads because I just needed some more room to get the rotor in. So the rotor's in, and then I put the C-clip back on, those 4 bolts back in, and that kind of sucks everything together. On the back here, everything's tight. Oh, and you lock that back bracket into place. I do think, and I could be wrong, but I think that one of the tabs, the first one I tried, the tab wouldn't fit in this one. I rolled it around and it fit great. So I do think that they're directional, but I could be wrong. What else? Yeah, so put those back in, bolted the cover back on. I made sure to put the little axle bolt nut thing in there, put these on. I got the skid in. I did grease the greaserts, and then of course got the new Hyfax on. So now I'm just kind of lower this, so I'm gonna have to pull it back and that, but this has to go back to there, so it has to come back a long ways. So I'm gonna lower it down a bit and then just kind of tug the skid back, so I'll get you back on the time lapse. All right, the track is back in. I just tensioning it by yourself is kind of a bummer, so I'm gonna wait for Tony to help me with that, or somebody to help me with that. But it's working, it's in, and I'm ready to ride again. All in all, not really that bad of a job. If you had the right tools, I mean, I guess, you could have different situations, and mine could have just gone easy. But, yeah, not too bad. So I think it's good to get a new track on it. The last one here I'll show you. I'm missing a lug there, missing one somewhere else, and then like almost all the ones on this side on the bottom, I had to glue. So it's just, I don't know. Just wasn't holding. I mean, it lasted about a year longer than it should have with the glue. And I have a big trip coming up, and maybe if I didn't have that, I would have just kept running that one. But yeah, it just started worrying me. But thanks for coming. Gonna keep making videos and content, so I appreciate everybody that subscribed and following us. We'll keep going, keep doing riding videos, keep doing builds. We've got a few over there that we're gonna do some stuff with, hopefully here pretty soon. Yeah, thanks for being here, and we'll see you soon.